Hi, it's Dr. Julie Gilbert here from Oregon Weight and Wellness, and I'm flying solo today. Hello, Rachel. If you're out there, enjoy your time with your fam bam. I think she's camping this weekend, but doing some fun Thanksgiving Day thing. We had a great Thanksgiving. Everybody was over, our kids and grandkids, and it was super fun. And a couple of ex cousins and from my side and from my husband's side. And so, anyway, lots of people in and out. It was a very busy, packed weekend with lots of fun, even outside of food. And it was a great time. We just had a great time. So I wanted to share, we're working through the Sleep Smarter book, and we're talking through the power tips at the end of each chapter. We're on chapter 9, and this is an interesting topic. He's talking about have a big O, meaning just having intimacy in your bedroom, and your bedroom being, reserved for sleep, and then that sexual intimacy with your partner. And it's really important to protect the bedroom for that. So on that note, to not get into conflict in the bedroom, because you don't want to associate your bedroom with conflict. So I was thinking about the phrase, don't let the sun go down on your anger, and how important that is. And so there's the flip side to intimacy in the bedroom, but also then protecting it from, you don't have to solve the world's problems in the bedroom. You don't have to work out, try not to have those heated conversations in the bedroom. But the whole idea is to help improve these hormones that are released in your body in response to that intimacy. And it doesn't always have to be sexual. That physical contact, a hug even, can release oxytocin, improve your serotonin, and those different neurotransmitters, those neurochemicals in your brain that help you relax and then enjoy a good night's sleep. If we're going to bed irritated or upset, it's really hard to have a good night's sleep. So both kinds of intimacy, connection with your bed partner, and is so important for a good night's sleep. I wanted to tell you my huge step forward. I want to thank my husband, because he's the one that really initiated it. We didn't always have a television in our bedroom, but for the last actually since my kids went off to school, we put a television in our bedroom. I don't know why. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This weekend, my kids were home, and we took it out of the bedroom. I wanted to take the computer and show you the empty wall. No more TV in the bedroom. So we're committed, Rachel and I. She does a great job, but I'm committed to really practicing what I preach. And so this weekend we took that TV out of the bedroom. It's now upstairs in the loft area, and that's super fine in there. And then that makes me go upstairs, get a little more exercise to get to a television. So I put it farther away, made it harder to get to. And I set my crocheting up around it. So I'm kind of doing double duty there, getting some needlework in, and then also, giving myself a little time limit to the television, because it does help. Sometimes it helps you kind of chill out and relax, not listening to the news probably before you go to bed. But anyway, so I wanted to share with you that the TV is out of the bedroom. Yay. And so I'm not staring at screens anymore. And the other thing I've done in response to reading this book is I've opened the bedroom. I've closed the bedroom door and then opened a window to make sure I'm getting cold, fresh air in the room. And so what kind of things are you doing to improve your sleep? Because sleep is medicine, and sleeping better really improves your health. Sleep is so important. It really, it's the time when your body heals. It's the time when your body kind of decompresses and gets rid of all the waste products that that are generated all throughout the day as your body is going through all these metabolic processes. So sleep is so important to get rid of that and to recharge, rejuvenate, restore. So we're talking about things that should really help you improve your sleep. So anyway, short and sweet today. And join us next time with Rachel will be back. We're going to do omelets for dinner. Monday night is our time to enjoy dinner with a friend of ours. And so we're going to take fixings for omelets. And we always do a vegetable omelet. So I'm going to have mushrooms and onions and maybe some spinach. I have some spinach and bell pepper and a couple other vegetables in there. And just saute that a little bit. And I use butter. And then we'll have a nice omelet for dinner. You know, it's so interesting. We can break out of the mold. We don't have to always have breakfast items for breakfast, or we can have vegetables at breakfast time, and we can have eggs at dinner time. So a lot of times we get stuck in a rut. So this is us breaking out of that mold. Of course, you may have leftovers from Thanksgiving still. And making that turkey soup with all your yummy vegetables in there. So, well, I'm going to sign off early today, but Dr. Julie Gilbert saying sleep well and sleep smarter. Stay healthy.